Hi, so I'm finally doing YouTube. Look at this. So, okay, as I start, I just want to say there's multiple reasons I did not want to do YouTube. Most of you probably already know. Um, One, mainly because I'm super awkward. I don't have like a good setup. I record off my phone. My lighting's always awful. I work 2 jobs, which I did just get promoted to part-time assistant manager at Hot Topic. Super excited about that. And then other reasons, gonna kind of like explain all this while I start. Because everyone's doing this now. Like everyone thinks they're a like makeup person on social media and this and that. But I wanted to do something different. That whole sort of thing. Yeah, just mainly because I want, like, I guess it's the same reason I didn't make an Instagram account for my makeup for the longest time. I kind of strictly wanted it to be for like inspirational purposes, just to never limit yourself, don't compare yourself to other people, and just kind of do what you feel comfortable in, try new things. Another reason I don't like doing it, I say a ton, just kind of, I didn't want people out there feeling bad about themselves, because I've done that tons with comparing myself to people on social media and things like that, and it's not good at all. But here I am doing YouTube finally. But yeah, please don't compare yourself to people, just stay inspired, all that good stuff. But anyway, this is my favorite foundation. It's a Lancome one. Don't know how to pronounce it. Tien Idol, I think, maybe? I don't know. But I have combination skin, especially my T-zone, oily, but since becoming vegan, I've noticed like a huge difference in my skin. And I also make sure to drink lots of water all day when I'm at work, which helps. So a huge step first off into making your makeup look good is having like a good skincare routine. So as long as you even have just a cleanser, toner, exfoliator for once a week, a moisturizer, or even a serum to put under that moisturizer, you should be good. And how you eat also affects your skin a lot too, so like stay healthy with that too, and it'll improve your skin. So then I let the setting spray kind of sit while I figure out what colors I want to do. I think I'm going to do red and black. I had a nice red look going earlier, but I didn't like it, so I think I'm going to start off with the red in the Makeup Revolution palette. It was super cheap. It was like $7 for this whole thing at Ulta. And they're pretty pigmented. I haven't been using eye primer lately. I've just been putting it on top of how I have primer all over my face and then foundation all over my face. And I use kind of a shorter brush to pack the color in, because if you use like one with bristles that are too long, you don't have as much control over the color. I like using this one because I can really pack it in that way. Wow, and for once I'm not chugging coffee in my makeup videos, that's a first. So yeah, a lot of you probably know from Instagram. But I'm gonna pack that red on. And then for underneath my eye, I'm going to use a smaller brush. I really like the brush from the Modern Renaissance palette, the little end there. Pack that in. also don't like doing videos a lot because I'm not home alone a lot. I live with my dad, and I don't know. I like doing videos when I'm home alone. I just like to get all the color I can on there. See, it covers pretty well and it's not patchy. Like, Makeup Revolution is, like, decently priced and it works really well. So give it a whirl. Okay, for blending it, there goes my septum ring. Well, it's gone. For blending it, I lost my normal blending brush. Just kidding. I lost it this morning. I use kind of a flatter, shorter brush. This one I never touch into my black. That way I can only use it for blending out color and not have to worry about getting like dark smudges in there. And I'm not blending the color out. Well, like I am, but I'm not like out. I'm dragging the edges down in. So that way I don't get it further than I want it. It kind of like stays where I want it with still blending it. The bottom I don't do as much because I kind of like the bottom to be more solid. But I want the bottom to go out a little bit further, so I am going to use the brush that I was using for the top of my lid. To kind of get that further down. I'm gonna go in the top a little bit more just to get a little bit more color, like that. Okay, other eye. Here we go with like the mirror and the camera being like tough. And it's nice and like cloudy and gloomy out, which makes very good lighting for me. Yeah, I've been looking for a good red eyeshadow for a while. I do really like Kat Von D's red, but hers are never matte, they're always kind of shimmery. And I don't always want that. I wanted a nice matte red, and I think I found my new favorite. And there's already a lot of pigment on the brush from the other eye already, so it's not taking a lot to get this eye good. I'm gonna go back in with the bigger brush. And the blending brush. And I also just recently shaved my eyebrows back off. It's just hair, they grow back, so I'll grow them in for a while, shape them, shave the ends off, and then sometimes just shave the whole thing. And that's how I like them. Okay, so now I got the red packed in. And then for the lid, I think I'm gonna do black. And I'm going to use this like shorter round brush for that. And I'm actually going to, I think I'm gonna stick with the black in this palette. That way it's like the same formula. So that way they'll melt together nicer. This one I am gonna tap off because this one has quite a bit of fallout. Yeah, this is all without eye primer, and they're going on pretty nice. I'm not using eye primer because I don't need it to stay for a long time. Just a few hours is okay. Like, I don't need it to be perfect for today. Even though it does help the colors show up more. I'm gonna save it for another day. but I love the Urban Decay primer potion stuff. I've been using that since I started doing makeup. In like 2013, I think. So 2013 to now. Still using the same eye primer. Okay, then we have the black on there. And then I'm going to take super thin flat brush to do like, not right in my waterline, but like pretty close to it. I don't like putting things on my waterline just because I have bad allergies and my eyes will water right away. So I'm just gonna get as close as I can in there. Because I can't do my waterline without making a mess. So just added a little bit in there. Next I am gonna do some contour. And blush. I'm actually gonna use the red in this palette again for blush, and I'm gonna do that first. So I'm gonna take it on, like, this is my favorite contour and blush using brush. It's NYX. Got it a few years back. And you just kind of go with the natural contour of your face. Or not, there's no right or wrong way to do it. And just do it really light, like not a lot of pressure on the brush. And the rule is normally powder on powder, liquid on liquid. I used liquid foundation and then I didn't set my face with powder, and then I'm doing powder over it. But it's usually the rule, powder on powder and whatnot. And then I'm gonna take just a little bit of this. I don't want to make it muddy, so I'm gonna really tap off my brush just to get like a light contour with it. Just so my cheekbones have like a little bit of depth. And then my nose, I am gonna use, it's a longer bristled brush, but it's still pretty small. The smaller the brush, the better for nose contouring. Just so then like you don't get these huge lines, and it looks better with smaller lines. Not really lines, but really tap off. And I'm just gonna do very, very light. Because I've made the mistake of making my nose contour too dark before, and it's not easy to fix it. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna add a little bit more for my eyes. I'm gonna take the brush that I used with the black and go back to the Makeup Revolution palette with my red. I'm gonna tap it off so I don't get that much on there. And I'm just gonna go a little bit further in, like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna do some highlight. I'm gonna use the same brush